And now I am joined by the head coach for the Underwood Eagles, number 4 Underwood Eagles, according to Radio Iowa, and that is Nate McAilson. And Nate, really good showing tonight by your guys.
Yeah, I thought, in the first half, I don't know if we were satisfied with the first half. I think we let a lot of opportunities slide in the first half, and I guess our message at halftime was, we got to come out and be more efficient. We get balls inside the red zone. We got to finish those drives. To the kids' credit, I think we had a really good kickoff return right away in the second half. Took 2 plays, punched it in, and kind of rolled from there.
Yeah, things didn't get off to the best start that you were hoping for when you fell behind 7-0 after the punt mishap, and then Clarinda was able to score. But it ended up being their only score of the game. Just talk about the bounce back that your guys showed out there.
Yeah, I mean, anytime that you get stuck with some adversity during the course of the game or the course of the year, obviously I think it helps your team down the road. Obviously we don't want to get behind in ball games, but at the same time, if we can respond to adversity like we did tonight, I think it's going to pay dividends for us, as the season goes on.
So you start the season 2-0 after a really couple of dominant wins for your team. And you know how last season went. You guys were really good last year. How do you guys keep an even shoulder, keeping yourselves even keeled and not and trying to be humble through the victories and make sure it doesn't get to your heads?
Well, we actually just talked about that in the huddle there to end the game, and we just got to focus on us. Obviously, we got one opponent at a time. This coming week, we'll have St. Albert, and we'll prepare for them. But we've got to focus a large part on ourselves and how we can get better and continue to improve. And I think if you do that, I think your game plans and things like that will take care of themselves on a weekly basis. So we're just looking for as much improvement as we can make from week to week, and we'll be happy with that.
Joey Anderson, I believe, had 5 touchdowns for you tonight, and just continues to run really hard for you. What sticks out to you about him?
I'm really proud of Joey. I just said it after the game, but Joey's the ultimate team player for us, and we need those guys, and teams need those if they're going to be successful down the road. But Joey split carries is the last 2 years, and he was very, very good, but we had some other backs that were also capable, and we wanted to keep everybody as fresh as possible. And he's finally getting his opportunity to carry a little bit more of the load, and I think everybody's starting to see exactly what he can do.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, now I'm joined by Joey Anderson. And Joey, a really good performance by your team, but a really good performance by you. 5 touchdowns tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Just the team, I couldn't really do what I can do without the front line. I mean, if there's a missed block, the run's not really going to go very far. So whenever the line they're really able to open up the holes, really able to, send it through. It's all them, really.
And your team just continues to roll over opponents to start the season, back-to-back wins, really just continuing to run the ball effectively, but also through the air, which continues to be one of your strengths as well. And obviously the early start did not help, though, when you guys fell behind 7-0 with the blocked punt, and then Clarinda got the first touchdown, but you guys stepped on the gas quickly right after that.
Yep, Coach has really drilled it in our heads that we can't really let our heads down at the first quarter. We really got to, push through, finish the game, and I feel like that's what we did today.
Thoughts going forward, and Coach mentioned staying humble is going to be key, and you seem like a humble guy, so is that going to be difficult for this team?
To be humble?
Yeah.
No, I mean, we have plenty of good players on the team. I mean, we have Scotty, we have so many great players that I don't know. It just makes it work. I mean, it's not just me on the field. There's so many players out there working their butt off, It's just good to be a part of.
Congrats on the win. Thanks for the time.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, now I'm joined by Scott Pearson. We talked about you in the broadcast booth all night long. It seemed like you were all over the field all night, making plays defensively, offensively, And that great catch, which may or may not have been a catch shut down on the sideline. It was still a really heck of an effort after it looked like it was going to be 5 yards or more overthrown, and you did a great job of speeding up to that ball. Tell me a little bit about your thoughts on your team's performance and your competitive edge.
I mean, all the glory to our players. I mean, they go hard at practice 24/7, and that obviously rolls over into games. I mean, we can't just show up to these games and do our thing. That starts in practice, and that starts in film and, breaking down other teams, figuring out what we need to do, and executing that in practice. And all of our guys were able to do that tonight, especially our scout team players, our JV players, just them stepping up, replicating the other team. I mean, it really helps. It does. And then when we're able to accomplish that in practice, that rolls over into games just great. And that, intensity, bringing it first quarter, however we fell behind, able to respond, that just, it helps. And then just riding on that momentum, just really helps.
Yeah. And so you guys, as I talked with the others, it was a tough start. You guys had the ball, and then the punt block, and of course then you had the touchdown by Clarinda shortly after. But this team, adversity doesn't seem to stop you guys from wanting to accomplish your goals very easily.
Yeah, I mean, that happened, and a lot of guys, they tend to drop their heads thinking, oh, we're in for a long night. But I mean, the leaders of our team, and then just anyone, honestly, on our team who wants to step up and be a leader in general, we just, get everyone together, get everyone's head straight. You can't just drop your head in the first quarter. So, we put the pedal to the metal. I mean, responded with a kick return and then just kept going on that momentum. I mean, not everything's going to go right, and we understand that. Even though we'd like it to, when it doesn't go right, we do our best to correct it to be in our favor. And once it is in our favor, we just keep riding on that momentum, just keep building our lead.
Any thoughts going forward for this team?
Keep practicing, keep doing our stuff. I mean, handle our business week in, week out. Doesn't matter who the opponent is. Don't overlook anyone. I mean, watch film, do our practice, do our stuff. I mean, we're looking to make a run this season, and with the players we have and just the determination each individual has on our team, I think we can put that together and make a good run in the playoffs this year.
Well, I appreciate the time. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
For KMA Sports, I'm Carson Schubert.